Design studios. What are juries for?
Design education assessment, jury as part of the learning journey.
This is an investigation by Dr. Reem Sultan
and Dr. Hawra al-Sheikh.
We are both assistant professors at the University of Bahrain. I will start by giving a brief history about design education. The design studio was developed based on the model of apprenticeship. The first non-formal model was the École des Beaux-Arts in Paris during the 19th century, where the master and apprentice existed in the educational process. The design studio process at that time was very much similar to what we have today. We start by giving a brief of the design problem, and students acquire skills from brilliant teachers who initiate conversations with students by doing one-to-one or group tutorials. But the critique, or the final jury assessment at the École des Beaux-Arts, was relying on good taste, as Lackney stated. But today, we started using criteria and rubrics for the jury.
Ideally, we are taking the program of interior design at UOB, University of Bahrain, as our case study. The program was established in 2002, and it is a 4 years program with 5 design studios and a graduation project.
So what's a jury?
The jury is an oral examination where students will be presenting their work orally and graphically. Students need to defend their ideas in front of panel consists of instructors and experts in order to be assessed and get marks and grades, and it happens during the process of the jury.
How does it happen?
It happens either during the semester as 2 versions, home jury, which is very informal, or a mid-jury, which sits between the formal and informal version, and final jury, which comes at the end of the semester, which is very formal, acts as a final examination. Students and panel members will be given limited time slots. Students will present first, then each panel member will give feedback, critiques, and comments.
So why jury?
Jury is part of the learning journey. It helps students to learn and get their work assessed. It builds up their skills, narrative skills and engaging skills in order to develop as designers. It gives them deadlines and it helps them be accountable and responsible for their own work. It also requires them to be able to give key points and summarize the work of 3 months in 10 minutes.
What you saw in the previous sketch was based on a thorough investigation that was achieved by doing focus groups and observation.
What's a focus group?
Focus group has many benefits for the research and the participants of the research. I'll start with the research. The discussion and insights of the users brings in new perspectives, and it helps in early discovery of topics, and it reveals patterns in the research.
And how does it help participants?
Participants of focus group feel that their opinions are valued, and that they are the experts in their field. Most importantly, they feel empowered.
So, what's Student Designer Engagement Map then?
Student Designer Engagement Map is a PhD research tool. It was developed based on Customer Journey Map, which mostly used for business development and in service design field. Basically, it records touch points, pain points against phases of project, but what it really captures is emotions of users. It then provides a high level of overview of what matters to these users from their own perspective and all the influential factors in their experiences of the journey. Can you tell me more about observation?
Observation is an ethnographic fieldwork. It studies dynamic situations to preserve the interrelationship of a person and a situation. We are taking a participant observation, which means that the researcher is actively involved as a member of a discussion, as juror or instructor. We're taking notes and sketches with still photographs and noting down ideas, feelings, etc. about the situation. The process of analysis consists of two main phases. It starts with the observation that helped in generating generic themes, then followed by the focus group discussion.
There was 3 groups in the focus sessions, with 6 members each. The duration of the focus group was 45 minutes. It was audio recorded, and afterwards we started the initial coding based on 3 phases: before, during, and after the jury.
The main themes generated mainly tackling the built environment, emotions and feeling, collaborations opportunities which involved peer pressure and peer support, and managing project aspects. After carefully analyzing and interpreting the data collected, this list of recommendations was generated.
Template for oral presentation. Template for concept phrasing. Reimagining standards and ways of exhibition. Revising jury setting. Sandwich method. Grading criteria and rubrics. Revising schedules and dates. Revising program. Encouraging emotional collaboration. Revising the teaching approach.
This was a brief about the first stage of our ongoing research. We would be grateful to receive your comments and feedback on the following emails. Thank you. Reem and Hawra.